We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
To kick off for Baltimore.
With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run with the argument. It's from the Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Alert, 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 alert. 180. Watch.
Baker to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
We'll go again here with Evans. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What's that?
Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They want him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go. 20. What's that?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Ravens 0. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Fowler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. We are through 1. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Jackson moving to his right. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Hey, Alfred. 180. 180.
2nd down. Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Baltimore.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now it's Jackson. He's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Baker. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Ravens has it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Off the play fake. Jackson forced to his right. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
2nd and 5.
That's it. What? Hey, you change it.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this out wide. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on. 180. Nice shot.
On the option, they give it to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
No, hey, Ozzy. No, we changed it. Hey, report.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got it at the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
At the 3-yard
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
180! Nice shot! 180! Nice shot!
Henry. will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now the try here for the point out. He's got it. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Buccaneers 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Hurry! 180! Hurry! Regular! Pistol! Alert!
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He was covered by Jair.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
DC, ready? 180! Do it! 180!
On play action, here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go. Sit up.
This is Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, middle. Hey. 180. Nice up. 13.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it. Don't let it go to waste.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
It's not.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
It's not.
Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
File this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Hurry. 180. Run.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Right back to Evans. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is brought in by Ibuka. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They get
on the
25 on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
King! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry! What's that?
Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
big one
yards.
here in the 4th quarter.
That's another
32 yards.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here is 1st and goal.
Hurry! 180! Alert!
Irving. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33! Stop!
They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here.
7 yards.
Here comes 3rd and goal.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Up, Nelson! Hurry! 180! Stop!
Now the shotgun. Mayfield. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And we're at the stage in this contest where possessions become extremely limited, so I don't blame them for going for it. But if they lose this game, this is going to be one of those play calls I think they wanted to have back.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. He'll get this off to Hill. And that'll help give him some space out of bounds, up at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been either.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. At the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Sit up! Ready! Hey, shot! Yo. You at X. Hey, middle. Ready! Hey, shot!
Jackson now. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
And the Raven first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory.
continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
They'll start with the option.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. A beautiful fake.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Firing quickly out wide as well. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Counter play with Jacobs. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. He was taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. And staying on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best play.
And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, oh, the tackle
first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left, Flowers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. That quickly outside. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing. Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry,
oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together.
They'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to 17.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Flushed out right.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the 1st.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden from 3 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score, Packers 7.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a give to Henry.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time Jackson will throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Inside handoff, Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
First down, Ravens.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A first down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind how it throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He's got room to roll. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Glove. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got the hook up with Doubs. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses basics, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Ravens will take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose the little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. That's complete left side to Bateman.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. And he will have the Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Ravens.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Jackson. Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Looking down for a win, and the defense is coming.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
They'll run forward Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On his loop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Ravens 14.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Love. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Sideline throw caught by Dobbs. Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Love now. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And a nice move that can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action. Love to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air again. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Jaden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one here. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Tyler Luke to kick
and
off.
ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Play action this time with Love. That's complete to Wicks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hey, we got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Off the play fake, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And a Raven first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry. Bulldozes past him.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Ravens.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
9 yards on the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Again, Jackson will keep it. Ships by him.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining They took a sack on 1st and goal, but that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Henry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Baltimore. Isaiah Likely from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The 10-play drive that time. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, able to avoid him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now
that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Wester on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Find a little room there as he's up to about the 47.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Packers 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
It'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Love. And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A gain of 4 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Level sneaking. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. As you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Love is sneaking. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. In motion, the tight end. A quick throw there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score. Packers.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Juke. And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. And a Raven first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In motion left, Flowers. And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Flowers going to go in motion right. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Packers take over.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Love. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Ravens.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This 2nd and 4. Jackson, option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Trying. Now he's into the clear again. That'll take him into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 41 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On his loop for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Play fake. Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
On the play.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. He finds his man complete.
6 lead. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
23 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Over the middle, it's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short doors underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. Jacobs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead in the 4th.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 28. McManus
after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 7, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Jackson's pass.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
He's got Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's 1st down. Jackson. This is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. One last shot for Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this when you score on the final play? Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Trust they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yeah.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now. And they did it and got out of there with a win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.